action.
Hi, I'm Phil Wright of the Tower Clock Company, and this is my latest project. This is I did a preservation on, this is number 16, Seth Thomas. It was built in 1882, and the owners are Hennepin County Commissioners. This is a clock that came out of, it just set itself, by the way, to strike. It came out of the headquarters building at Fort Snelling in Minneapolis, and what I did was I did a preservation on the clock, did a lot of fixing and repairing, and had to make some pieces, and then I built these winders to automatically wind the clock so that someone wouldn't have to come up in the tower once a week to wind it. And it's going to be on display for a while there at the visitor center until the clock tower and actually the whole headquarters building is fixed up. It's very dusty, and it's just good that they got it out when they did. We'll get it put back in the visitor center, and it'll stay nice and dry and clean until the building is finished. And then we'll put it back up in the tower. So I made a display, tried to make everything look kind of like it does up in the tower, the old beam. We have a clock here that kind of shows how it all works. This shaft, when it goes back, is about 14 feet long, and it goes up to the center cluster gear or motion works that's in the center of the tower, and then it branches out 3 directions. And there's 3 4-foot dials in the building, and then the bell sits on the back side where the 4th clock face would be. So it's just in a second or two here, it's going to ring. What happens is the clock, the snail here has set itself up to ring at 10 o'clock. And over here, when this piece drops on the snail, it determines how far the strike rack drops. And I think we're going to actually, being that it's going to ring 10 times, this weight will probably drop far enough that it will pick this switch on and it'll automatically wind itself. So you'll see when the thing starts to strike that there's a lever here that will pick up that will engage the strike, and this arbor will start to turn. The fan on the end is what's called the governor, or the fly, and what it does, it determines if it wasn't on there, this thing, when that picked up, that weight would just drop real hard, and that slows it down. These advancing pallets are advancing the strike rack, and after it gets to the end, when this piece falls off, then the strike will stop, and you hear you can hear the fan. It's got a anti-backlash system on it, so that it won't. When it hits, it just is able to release that motion the other direction.